Hi, everybody. Minor Ramos here with episode 13 of Lattes and Legacies. And today is Easter Monday. So, celebrated the resurrection yesterday. I hope that all of you had an opportunity to celebrate as well. The coffee of the day is where we're going to start. So, let's get to it. The coffee house of the day is going to be a special one. Paloma Coffee Co. in Windermere, Florida. It is one of our favorite places. It is nice and quiet, secluded, and you'll just love the atmosphere right in the downtown area of Windermere. And you'll have, if it's not too muggy and hot outside, when you get there, you have a great time. It's a beautiful place. And that's the art for the area. So enjoy the coffee of the day. So to continue documenting Kayla's story, this was the 1st of October, already 1 month into, almost 2 months into her hospital stay. And we were just conveying that there was an issue with some bleeding with a collapsed lung. There was, some more observation that was going to take place. And we were getting together with everyone to pray about how God would see us through this. And the only thing that I can tell you is that, of course, we kept giving updates after this, but I developed a very difficult time in the hospital, to the point that I could not put the gear on to be able to go in the room because I felt like I was literally suffocating. And the sight of seeing the machines around her, the alarms blaring almost all the time, the amount of medical staff coming in all the time was too much for me to really take on. And I literally developed an anxiety over the hospital. I think it was termed later on that there's something called hospital PTSD. Whatever it is, I can tell you it held me back for a very long time from being able to go back into the room with her. And so that needed to have, like, Nivea had to go in and support her, during that time. It was very difficult. And I think that, as we go through this journey, to go back and look at what was going on, sometimes we try to take things on our own that we can't, and we need to rely on other people. And I was not at that place at this time. So again, just sharing at the moment what was going on and what I needed to, not what I do know now, what I needed to change. I can't let this recording finish without my final thoughts on it and reflecting from the weekend celebrating Easter. There are three words that really capture my attention this time as we celebrated at church, and it was the words, "It is finished." Now, when Jesus said it is finished on the cross, he was expressing that his mission on earth was complete. Now, he had accomplished what he came to do, which was to offer himself as a sacrifice for the sins of humanity. His death on the cross was the ultimate act of love, as he willingly gave up his life for the salvation of all who believe in him. The phrase, "it is finished," represents the fulfillment of the Old Testament prophecies that foretold the Messiah's sacrifice. Jesus' death on the cross was not an accident or a tragedy, but a fulfillment of God's plan to reconcile humanity to himself. The sacrificial system of the Old Testament was now complete, and a new era of salvation had begun. The beauty of that is that we can rest upon that reality, that everything that we experience in our lives, everything that we go through, goes through that filter of God's eternal plan. Jesus' words, "it is finished," signify the victory over sin and death. Through his death and the resurrection, Jesus conquered sin and death and offered eternal life to all who believe in him. The victory over sin and death is the central message of the gospel and the foundation of the Christian faith. Jesus' last words on the cross are a powerful reminder that his sacrifice was not in vain, and that we can have hope and assurance of eternal life through him. And that's what keeps us going. Thank you for watching.